Oh, here they come, here they come.
To the inside, turn one.
Alright guys, this is my golden base comp pair. Absolutely gorgeous. So in today's video, I'm actually going to be showing how I breed them. So it's going to be a multi-day process, but yeah, I mean this is going to be incredible. As you can see, her egg tube is slowly starting to come out. Right at the bottom there. That's a good sign of when you should put them together. Again, this is just how I do it. I'm going to share how I do it. Everyone does it different, but this method has not failed me yet. So, all right, guys, I have just taken out the divider. As you can see, the fish are going to be side by side at this point. They're going to start doing their little dance. It's really entertaining. Every time I do this, I always get mesmerized and I can't stop staring at them. But this step is really, really crucial. Anytime that you are gonna actually put your fish together, like you're gonna remove the divider, you really need to watch and monitor them. Sometimes they can be more aggressive than normal. It's really hard to say. These are man-made fish. Sometimes they could be all over the place, and the temperament will vary from fish to fish a lot. I've gotten, pretty lucky with my Flowerhorns. I haven't really had to deal with too much. Obviously, anybody who's, been breeding for a while, they've lost a fish before. It sucks. But thankfully, these guys have done a pretty good job, and they're fantastic parents. So, so this is the first step. So, when I did take the divider out, the one thing I made sure of was I made sure that the female was showing clear signs of breeding. Like I said, that main sign is the egg tube. Really look at that egg tube. If the egg tube isn't even protruding out of the body that much, she probably isn't ready, so I would recommend not to push it. But yeah, I'm going to we'll go over and we'll show you the different steps and yeah. All right, guys, so for step 2, this is where things really start to get a lot more interesting. So as you can see, I put in this clay pot. Now what this is going to do is, for some reason, most cichlids, most South American and Central American cichlids that are egg layers, they are a lot more likely to lay on a surface that is flatter. So if you see other people who breed cichlids, you might often see one of these clay pots that just varies in sizes. But this one that I use, I've had this one for years. They really work well. They're strong. And it's a really simple concept. But at this point, I tend to put the pot in very soon, within probably 15 to 30 minutes after introducing these fish. And the reason that's important is because I like to limit the amount of time that they are spending together. The longer they spend together, the greater chance of something going wrong. And I know that doesn't happen all the time, and it's not always the case, but with fish that are as valuable as these are, it's just simply not worth the risk. So I put the pot in, and I get them to start going to business right away. As you can see here, they're cleaning off the plate. And when they start cleaning that plate, just keep an eye out for extra aggression. Sometimes the female will get a lot more aggressive towards the moment of laying. But in this video, she laid about 12 hours from this, so we're going to show you what that looked like. Alright guys, I'm keeping the light on so I don't stress them out. But if you can look right there, you'll see that her egg tube is pretty much all the way out. So at this stage, they're gonna be laying, she'll be laying within 10 hours or so. All right guys, she finally laid her eggs and they are doing fantastic. absolutely great parents. Eggs are really hard to kind of get good pictures of, but just to know those white eggs will not hatch. Those are duds. All the others are eligible. And here we are, just a day or two later. Actually, about 2 days, I'd say. And we got some wigglers in there. And this is wild because I normally never leave them in this long. I normally pull the eggs after 24 hours of them being laid. So I tried something new, and here we are. Yeah, so here's a better shot of the eggs to try to get as close as I can. But just look at how many little black dots you see. Every single little one of those black dots is a live baby fish. I highly recommend, if you do have the time, if you were to take them out, you could take something like tweezers and you could carefully remove the white eggs. That will just help reduce the spread of fungus if there is any. But the way that you can get over that is just make sure your water quality is really good. But yeah, we'll give you an update on when they start swimming. And so here it is. This was when I took it out. Thankfully, I didn't get bit. I tend to get bit a lot. My male likes to draw blood, and the female, when she breeds, is so aggressive. But always know, right when you remove their eggs, you need to put that divider up. They will fight. And here we are. This is called artificial fanning, or some people call it artificial insemination. I just take a sponge filter or just a regular tube, and I pen it under that plate. And I just let it do its thing. Now, I did have 2 filters on this tank. I took one of those off, or just unplugged one, and I just left the sponge filter on. And that's what I'm going to do. This was, I want to say 2 days ago. They're actually kind of swimming, so I'm going to update that with a better image. I've had a little power issue in the room today, so it's been a little hectic. But I'll try my best to get a really good video of these babies here for you guys. But the process is just so fascinating to me, that they can go from just little eggs to little teeny baby fish in a matter of 2 or 3 days. It is just absolutely incredible. So yeah, we're gonna throw some shots and try and get some good shots of those, but also gonna throw in some other videos of fish in the room, and we are going to give you an update on Leonidas, because we're going to do a weekly update for that fish. He's doing absolutely incredible. Shout out Leonidas. All right, guys, here's a little flashback to my last video. This is the package I sent out to my brother. I sent him out a golden base conflict flowerhorn. Cost me about $168 for overnight. Here's me unbagging it in Colorado. Beautiful fish. Yeah, so here's him in the tank, absolutely gorgeous. And this is right out of the bag, guys. This is 15 minutes out of the bag. Now, this is him 10 days later. This is the update. Look at the size that he has put on. Look at his head is coming in. I mean, just the growth of these fish never ceases to amaze me. It truly is awesome. All right, guys. We ran into a little problem.